This is the Wrestling Old Head. You have entered the portal of pro wrestling.
What the world is watching.
WWE Clash in Paris is this Sunday? Well, let's talk about it then. Let's break it on down like a shotgun. Let's find out where I lie as far as match outcomes and where I feel like some of the story beats are going to progress. WWE is doing 5 matches on this PLE, and I've seen a lot of talk on the internet about the match count for this PLE. A lot of people felt like it should have been 6. A lot of people felt like it should have gone the way of Evolution 2 and gone with 7. I'm going to play devil's advocate here for just a little bit and praise this 5-match format. The 5-match format, in my opinion, allows for very little filler, although they do a great job of filling it with movie trailers and commercials and all kinds of stuff when they could be utilizing it for backstage promos and everything like that. But they at least put in video packages to get you up to speed on why these matches are taking place. So I do enjoy that because it's just a little inkling. It's just a tiny, tiny teardrop into the past for me of one of the reasons why I like professional wrestling was the build-up and the setup and the stories, right? Tell me a story. So 5 matches typically is the right amount unless you're going for a bigger event. Now, they left a lot off this card. You don't have El Grande Americano. I would love to see him in Paris and come down to the ring singing Balamos by Enrique Iglesias. I feel like that would be a phenomenal thing. The crowd would go crazy. They kept AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio off, which is what they're going to end up putting on Raw the following Monday. But they could have put that on the PLE easily. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer, she is not a part of Clash in Paris due to the injury, due to the pregnancy of Naomi. That match is called off, and Adam Pearce, as stated on Raw this past Monday, is looking for a suitable replacement for Naomi to give Stephanie Vaquer a challenger so that she can vie for the WWE Women's Championship. So those 2 matches that were slated to be a part of that PLE are no longer a part of that PLE. I don't know if AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio was going to be a part of the PLE, but you got to put AJ Styles in Paris. So I understand why they did it on Raw. Another thing of why I like the formats is that it does set up and bring attention to the television shows, which I think is really, really important. So for fans that were looking forward to seeing AJ Styles against Dominic Mysterio at Clash in Paris, well, all you have to do is wait an extra day and you get that match on Raw. So it's a very smart marketing thing. It's pretty simple, actually, but it does so much to tune viewers in to see what's going to happen. And for that, I like it. All right, let's delve forward. Let's talk about Clash in Paris. What are the matches? So, Becky Lynch is going to defend her WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella. I thought they did a really good job building up to this match, and I'm going to explain to you why. Becky Lynch flambéed Bella a couple of weeks back on a promo battle. When she brought up John Cena, that crowd turned into the Apollo. I saw people go like you thought it was a rap battle. And she hit the best punchline in the rap battle. Very, very well done promo battle. And I feel like this past Monday, they did a good job in presenting Nikki Bella in a way where she seems formidable on the mic. That's all you really need. You let the heel get the advantage, and then you let the face get the return, the revenge, and the heel gets the comeuppance, right? As far as this match goes, I believe the outcome is inevitable. Lyra Valkyria, conspicuous by her absence. Where is she at lately? She has been off TV for a long time. Assuredly setting up something with Bayley upon her return. But until then, she could make Becky Lynch's life a living hell. Show up, try to cost her the match. There's a ton of ways you can go through with it. I don't envision any interference. I think you're going to get a straight up match, and I think Becky is going to use heel tactics to win this match, be it a pull of the tights, feet on the rope, whatever she can, she's going to find a way to eke out a victory over Nikki Bella. It keeps Nikki Bella strong, and Becky Lynch can retain and continue her dominant run as the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. In a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, Sheamus against Rusev. I've seen a lot of split on who's going to win this. A lot of people are going one way, and then I see a few other people going in a different direction. I am going to go with Sheamus, and I'm going to tell you why. There seems to be some mutual respect that is being cultivated between the two. Now, I don't know if you're going to use them as a tag team. I don't know if this is a way to bring back old school Rusev. I don't know where they're going with it. I'm along for the ride, and I am intrigued. But in order to establish Rusev in that form, he is going to have to lose. If he wins, then he can continue being a dominant smug heel and nobody cares. He can just go on, move on to somebody else and attempt to thwart their attacks or to assert his dominance. However, if he loses, maybe he goes and shakes Sheamus's hand. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to get a situation where Sheamus wins and Rusev shows his full-on respect. Not even just a handshake, a hug. Because brothers gotta hug. You know what I'm saying? I got Sheamus. John Cena goes against Logan Paul, one of his final matches here. This is a match that's been built up for a while. A lot of people thought we were going to get this match at WrestleMania. They have since had them as a tag team, and now they're split up. John Cena's back being a babyface, and now you're caught up to current day. Logan Paul is one of those guys you can beat him, and he still can find a way to maintain his momentum. Very similar to MJF. In a way, you can equate him a lot to Miz. These guys, they don't have to win a whole ton of matches. They get their heat back in promo segments. They get their heat back in backstage shenanigans, like that sneak attack punch that Logan Paul laid on John Cena. John Cena's going to win this one pretty easily, I think. I think it's going to be a great match. I think Logan Paul has the ability to bump all over for John Cena and make him look like $1 million. And that is saying something, because John Cena is a world-class athlete and Logan Paul has not been in the business that long, but Logan Paul has the it factor. Say what you will about his personal life and what he feels like he aligns with politically or whatever, and some of the snide shit that he's done back in the day. The guy knows how to work, and he knows how to get the crowd to hate him, and that's one of the most important things in this business, because a lot of people love to cheer the heel lately. They do not care about cheering Logan Paul, and that is rare. And so in that rarefied air, he has an opportunity to have a classic match with John Cena. No, not a 5-star classic, but something that can be remembered. And so I think they're going to do that. And I think you got John Cena coming off victorious. Now, the question remains, is Brock Lesnar going to get involved in this match? Nah. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, against Bronson Reed, the Tribal Thief. This one is tough because I feel like you have something here with the Tribal Thief. It is caught on. It is caught on really well. And I think if you want to establish that, you can go yard with it. Now, here's the thing. Roman Reigns is going to be filming Street Fighter, if he isn't already, but I believe he's going to start in September. So you might want to get him into a situation where he is written off, was what we alluded to a couple of weeks back, maybe a few weeks back after SummerSlam. We thought we were going to see Roman Reigns written off television, but he was not written off television. He subsequently came back a couple of weeks later to build to this very match. So maybe they were moving the goalpost. Maybe they were letting you know, lulling you into a false sense of security to think that that was actually not going to happen, when in fact it is going to happen. Keep your eyes on Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is not a part of this 5-match PLE, so Braun Breaker can play a pivotal role in the match outcome. He can also play a pivotal role in what happens after the match. And I firmly believe, see, on the Raw where I thought they were going to cart off Roman Reigns, but they didn't. It was Bronson Reed that did the damage. Braun Breaker did not. So I firmly believe Braun Breaker is going to play a factor in putting Roman Reigns on the sidelines to build to their match. So because of that, solely because of that, because I would really, solely is pun intended, by the way, if you know, you know. Because of that, I am going with Roman Reigns, only because I believe that he's going to win, and Braun Breaker is going to spear the shoes off of him. Therefore, Bronson Reed can pick the shoes up and maintain his tribal thief-isms. Okay? So, my heart tells me Bronson Reed wins this one because he certainly needs the win and the momentum. I think it would do wonders for him. However, looking at the vision, I have a vision, and it is that they want Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns in the future. And in order to get there, Braun Breaker must snap on Roman Reigns. So I believe that happens afterwards. Roman Reigns gets the victory here. Seth Rollins defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. Yeah. Jey Uso and LA Knight. Yeah. Here's a hot take for you. LA Knight is better as a heel. He just truly is. And I know what you're going to say. Let me have it in the comments. He is one of the most over guys in the WWE. There is no question about that. And he also has the potential, if he were to go heel, to get the crowd to be even more in love with LA Knight. I don't think there is really anything that he can do short of... Gosh, I don't know. I don't really know what you can have him do. But I just believe that LA Knight is the type of character that just works better as a heel. Shoes of a champion in NWA. The dummy button in TNA/Impact. Dummy, yeah. That would get over so much if he brought the dummy button back. It would also be nice to see him come back as Eli Drake. It just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. I digress. I don't believe he's going to take the pin here. Although prior to Monday on Raw, I thought he would. I think what you're actually going to see is Jey Uso lose here. And I think Seth Rollins retains. And I think you continue building up to between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Now, I don't know if they're going to blow their wad and have CM Punk and Seth Rollins under the same card as Brock Lesnar and John Cena, although they could, because the rumor and innuendo is that they're going to try to stack the card for WrestlePalooza in competition with All Out. So it doesn't behoove me to assume that you're going to see a really strong WrestlePalooza card. You already have Stephanie Becker potentially against another challenger for the women's championship. Then you would have Brock Lesnar and John Cena, and then potentially CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Hey, they could do that. They very well could do that. So I think you're going to see a lot of shenanigans, a lot of overbooking in this match, maybe even a dusty finish or two. But I really have Seth Rollins coming out on top. I believe it's inevitable. It's just the way it is. They're not going to have CM Punk win this title at Clash in Paris. They're not going to have LA Knight or Jey Uso overcome the odds here. This is Seth Rollins' match to win, and I do believe that he comes across victorious in this match. And there you have it. That is Clash in Paris. Now, that's why I love the 5-match cards, because you can run through it super quick. And you guys know, I'm the Wrestling Old Head. I'm out of the portal of pro wrestling, and I am super long-winded. So anytime that I get to do a preview that's this short, it is a good thing, right? It's a good thing for you. It's a good thing for the algorithm. It all works out, right? All right, all seriousness. Clash in Paris does look to be a really strong card. Every match has its own form of stakes, and that's what you look forward to. Everything has a build. Everything has a video package attached to it. That is professional wrestling to me. That is at least a component of professional wrestling to me. Looks to be a strong card. I'll have my review coming up shortly after the event, probably Monday night, maybe Tuesday morning. We'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, guys, down in the comment section below, it is free. You don't have to join a membership. You don't have to join my Patreon. All you have to do is scroll down to the comment section and let me know what you think is going to happen at Clash in Paris, and let me know what you think of my predictions. Is it close to what you think? Am I way off? Am I delusional? Let me know. I don't mind. Any comment is good, and I respond to them all. Positive, negative, doesn't even matter. I respond to them all. And if you enjoyed this content, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe, because you never know when I'll be dropping out of the portal of pro wrestling to hit you with some hotness. This is the Wrestling Old Head, you guys, and as always, stay tuned for more.